are back. All right, so have you noticed the flour substitute section at the grocery store is growing rapidly? Have you ever wondered if non-wheat is the way to go? Well, with so many options to choose from, it is hard to know where to begin, so we have brought in our next guest to help.
Yes, here to teach us about her favorite flour alternatives is a registered dietitian, Alissa Steinberg! Welcome to the show. Welcome. Thank you.
We just want you to make it through this entire segment.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. All right, so listen, you are a dietitian and you specialize in weight management and metabolic health.
Yeah.
Where do you as a dietitian land on alternative flours?
Okay, so really it's just the nutritional value of these flours that has simply won me over. More specifically, coconut flour, almond flour are loaded with fiber and protein, and those nutrients help to keep you fuller longer, help support gut health and digestion, help to support healthy blood sugars and cholesterol levels, and also have calcium and iron. In fact, 1 cup of these flours contains 24 grams of protein.
What?
So it can act as a fiber booster in your menu.
That much?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Let's
Yes.
break it down. Let's start with the almond flour.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
why do you recommend this, and
Yeah.
why do you like it so much?
Okay, so almond flour, simply put, it's 1 ingredient. So all you're using is blanched almonds, this one over here, blanched almonds added to a blender and ground into a super fine powder.
Okay.
And almonds are nutrient rich and should be enjoyed as a part of a balanced menu.
Okay, so you've actually mixed your almond flour with coconut flour.
Yeah.
And with that, you have made 2-bite bagels.
Yes.
Now, I've never ventured to
we
make
see
my
that?
own bagels.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did these come together?
Okay,
while we
super
taste?
simple. All I did was basically make the batter. So it's almond flour, coconut flour, Greek yogurt, baking powder, and that's it. And then you divide that dough into 8 to 12 small pieces,
Very good.
flatten and stuff with cream cheese and green onions.
All right.
This is
Bake-
delicious.
I dip it
So
into
good.
an egg batter, everything spiced on top, in the oven, and you're ready to go. Each bagel bite has 4 grams of protein and net carbs is 2.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
very
amazing.
dense.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
All right,
Yeah.
and for each
Yeah.
of the recipes
Yeah.
you're highlighting today, you put a balanced plate together.
Yes.
So how do we do that?
Okay, so it's very important. Canada's Food Guide does recommend that we follow this plate method portion guide. And basically that's for all eating times, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. And what it's saying is half our plate should always be vegetables and or fruit, a 1/4 plate starch, and a 1/4 plate protein. So for these bagel bites, it's important to balance your foods with multiple food groups. And here we have an Israeli salad with a homemade za'atar spice, smoked
good.
salmon. And this balance overall helps you reach all of your nutrient needs throughout the day and also supports overall health. These portions just support our overall health.
Love it.
All right. Next, we're moving
Yeah.
on to coconut flour. What
Okay.
should we know about coconut flour?
Okay, so similar to almond flour, it's also 1 ingredient. It's just coconut flakes blended and ground to a super fine powder. And a bonus is 1 cup of coconut flour is 40 grams of fiber.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Things
Right?
are going to be moving. They are going to be moving.
So in terms of coconut flour, the only downfall is it's very absorbent.
Okay.
So you do need to reduce the amount of coconut flour compared to standard flours. And you could add a little bit more liquid ingredients to your recipe to make it an ideal texture. A little trick is if you actually combine multiple flour alternatives in 1 recipe, it helps to create that desired texture. So
love
using
that.
multiple of them.
Okay, you've made us something I'm dying to taste.
Okay.
You have made some butter toffee caramel scones.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Talk us how you,
Yeah.
through
Wait, are
us
we
how you
going
made
with
this.
the fork like ladies, or are we going with our hands like
However
animals?
you please. Yes.
I'm going animal style. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
So each
never know the
scone
difference.
has 6 grams of protein, and it's all natural whole ingredients.
That is delicious.
No, I'm supposed to ask you a question, but I'm
You want me to do it?
You can eat, you can eat, you can enjoy it.
You got it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how do you turn this scone into a balanced meal? This
Okay.
is not taking something from a balanced
exactly.
meal.
So I'm all about the balance, okay? So this plate here has a 1/4 of the protein from Greek yogurt and apple slices for half our plate that you can even dip into some extra caramel sauce. But this recipe here really is just almond flour, coconut flour, Greek yogurt, a little bit of maple syrup, extra score bits. And the trick is to cut them into your triangles, but put them on top of a baking tray with extra caramel sauce and toffee bits to get that caramel crunch at the bottom.
I'm obsessed with this.
Oh, that makes me so
I am
happy.
obsessed with this. Wow.
We're gonna be fighting over the rest of that later on after the show. It's so good. All right, so next let's talk about tapioca and arrowroot flour. Now,
Yes.
you say they're interchangeable. Why is that?
Okay, so they are interchangeable, so they're used for the same purpose. And the reason why we would use these flours would be, first, it would be a thickening agent or just a general substitute for standard flours.
Okay.
But tapioca and arrowroot flours are a lot more natural than something like cornstarch. They're actually from the root of the cassava plant or the tapioca plant, and they're just less inflammatory as a result.
Yeah, I'm really big into cassava flour right now.
Yes.
Like low
Yes.
inflammation is the name of my game.
Yes.
The next one you're gonna make us taste is a sweet and sour chicken for Andrea,
Yep.
sweet and sour tofu for me.
Yes.
And then tell us how the flour was incorporated into this.
Amazing. So basically, I diced up the protein, the tofu, the chicken, and then I coated it with tapioca or arrowroot flour, garlic powder, salt, added that to a frying pan to get a really nice crispy effect. And then I made a homemade sweet and sour sauce with freshly squeezed orange juice, because again, I'm all about whole natural ingredients.
This is delicious. Sorry, keep talking.
There we go. I think that's pretty much it. But everything is kind of whole ingredients, nothing processed, and just that these are more thickening agents in this recipe to give it a really yummy sweet and sour experience.
And how do you turn this one into a balanced meal?
So, of course, the chicken, the tofu would be on the protein. I also made a quinoa dish with honey, dill, and some garlic, so delicious. And for a vegetable boost, I did my famous cauliflower fried rice. I'm always trying to find new ways to boost your vegetable intake and make it also taste delicious.
Listen, we talked it's delicious. There seems to be a lot of benefits, but are there any cons to these flours?
So in terms of the almond flour, it is a nut-based ingredient. So for food allergies or in classroom settings, it may not be suitable. And it is a little bit more expensive because it's just almonds. But if you do buy in bulk, it can offset the cost. Coconut flour is a little bit dry and flaky, so it's important to really get those liquid ratios nice and kind of mastered. And then these tapioca or arrowroot flours are still very natural, but there's not a lot of protein and fiber, but they're just more natural sources. And it's really just more of a carb. Low glycemic index still, but you know, more natural than cornstarch or standard flours.
I love that.
Good stuff.
We're so excited that both of you are here. We do want to give a shout out to Sick Kids
She's still in me.
Hospital
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I know you used to work there, and I know there's a ton of people watching right over
Hi,
there. So hello,
everybody.
Sick Kids Hospital. Thank you for watching, and Alissa, thank you.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
congratulations.
And congratulations. All right.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.